Venice. Umana Reyer Venezia and Sidigas Avellino, the all-Italian tie in the first leg action of the round of 16. The first time ever Venezia have made it to the last 16 of a European competition. The regular anthem being played ahead of the game as both teams are well into warming up ahead of what would be one of the closest statistical matchups in the round of 16. Here's the schedule for the round of 16 and what games we've had so far. The 3 games yesterday, as you can see, 2 wins for Ike and Pauk and a tied-up game with Oldenburg and Banvit. The Sidigas have lost in Kalisaliaka, and all these games, no bigger margin than a 5-point first leg margin so far in the round of 16. Aris and Asfel have finished already in Greece. It's tied up after leg 1. Ludwigsburg and Neptuna's currently playing, and that would leave only Cesari and Venice. All the eyes on Italy to conclude the first leg action of the round of 16 in the Basketball Champions League, the biggest continental basketball championship in the world, getting to the sharp end of the action. Well, these two teams, obviously all Italian type, really well known to each other, have already played once this season in the Italian League, and a 2-point win for Venezia away at Avellino. Here is the Avellino lineup, and they have made additions to this roster as we get into the round of 16. David Logan, the veteran Polish-American point guard with experience of Eurobasket and across the continent, playing some of the biggest programs in European basketball, really does beef up the backcourt for Avellino. 20 minutes or so action on the weekend, but it wasn't a successful weekend for Avellino as they lost in the Italian League, as did Umana Reyer Venezia. They lost to the bottom place team, and that is the 4th game in a row that this roster has lost. Still no slots in the roster for the 2 new signings, and it will be interesting to see if Venezia can make the additions and bring in Julian Stone and Esteban Batista, who've been on the roster now for the last couple of weeks. And that would really make a huge difference to Venezia as they make a push for both Basketball Champions League and Italian League honors. These 2 teams play 2nd and 3rd in Serie A in Italy. Interesting to see if Peric will play minutes. One of the leading scorers across this Basketball Champions League was absent in the huge win over Ventspils by 9 that secured a 2-point win over the 2 legs in the previous round.
Umana Reyer Venezia, Sidigas Avellino. Bene amici, presentiamo le formazioni delle 2 squadre. Cominciamo.
Just going to get into the individual player presentation shortly. Crowd, 3,500 seats in this arena, really filling up nicely. The atmosphere is going to get a little hot as this game progresses. David Logan just going through shot. What an addition David Logan is to this roster. Carlo Frasenko brings much needed beef to the inside for this roster. Traveling fans for Avellino missed an opportunity at the weekend to put some distance between them and Venezia in the Italian League. They're just 1 game between the 2. They play each other in 5 weekends' time, but all their focus for the next 2 weeks will be on trying to progress to the quarterfinals of the Basketball Champions League. First time ever that Venezia have made it to the last 16 of a European competition. Real historic night for the program. It's a program that is really making some waves in Italy. Their women's program progressed to the latter stages of the FIBA Europe Cup before defeat in the last round. They currently sit second in the women's first division, and the men's program sitting third in the Pro A League. While it was carnival time last week in Venice, they're going to want to continue to party tonight in this first leg. Milivoje Pelic, the Croatian, 2'3". He's 31 now, but he's had some experience. We take a look at the third team on the floor with Eddie Viator, the French crew lead, with Mr. Holozov and Mr. Kalapas from Sweden and Bulgaria, respectively. Third team on the floor, and it's so important they work as a group of three. Avellino, currently second place team in the Italian First Division. Automatic qualification for this round of 16 means that they have not played in Champions League action for a month. And sometimes that can work for you and sometimes against you. There's the Avellino starting lineup, and Logan and Ragland in the back court. Well, those two have points aplenty, and Frashenko and Thomas up front means this team have so much balance and real scoring potential. Martin Lulen really does act as the glue that holds that group together. Coach Leopanti will be more than aware, though, that the issue he had in the 2-point loss was the strength coming off the Umana Reyer Venezia bench. They outscore Avellino 37-27 off the bench. And in these types of ties, at this stage of the season, that could be a crucial factor. Marcus Haynes will take care of the basketball. Peric and Blamos, who was the hero in the previous round. And Benjamin Ortner starts, the number 16, the veteran Austrian center. Gives a different look to the Venezia lineup for Coach Rafael. Interesting to see how that changing starting lineup will impact upon Venezia, as Haggins and Edgen will come off the bench. Ramos, as we said very briefly, was the hero. Not just from the three-point line, not just from spotting up, but offensive rebounds, three-point plays. Gal Blamos really did deliver in the fourth quarter and literally carried this Umana Reyer Venezia team across the line to make their way to the round of 16. Well, you can see it, the crowd feeling it, the crowd feeling the moment of history is just about to take place. Venezia getting their first tip in a last 16 European tie. A lot of expectation, but almost that little bit of knot in the stomach for the fan. Fan looking very, very into this game. Liole, the mascot, also playing his part as this team get ready for last 16 action of a European tie for the first time ever. By common consensus, a program on the up. Umana Reyer Venezia, great season a couple of years ago, really now trying to put themselves in that top drawer of European basketball. Well, David Logan spent his early pro career in Poland, took Polish nationality, did a really nice job for the Polish national team in '09 at Eurobasket. But then has been in Berlin, he's been in Litas, in Vilnius in Lithuania. That's where he's transferred from to join the cause in Sidigas Avellino. Well, welcome everybody to Venice. Umana Venezia in the white. Avellino, Sidigas Avellino in the green. Basketball Champions League, round of 16, leg one. We're just about to get underway. Do not expect this to be anything but close. Ball just about won by Avellino. And Raglan will get it into the half court. Lunan outside, guided by Pelic. David Logan attacks it, first time down, far side of the ring, is fouled and one. Welcome to Basketball Champions League, David Logan. Ticket over for two, go to the free throw line for one. And this is what he brings to this lineup. Tough finish. 34 years old now. Can't complete the three-point line, but Froshenko on the offensive ball, goes up, soft touch, can't get the drop. Cannot secure it, but his presence is enough, and Avellino will retain possession. Nice start for the road team. Thomas comes out, defense extension by Venezia. From one pass away, denial. Raglan looks to shake, gets to the far side of the ring, needs an angle. Creates one, doesn't get the drop. Defensive rebound is Ortner's, just Ortner's. Pelic up, off the glass for two, can't get the drop. Bramos, active again, comes down with the offensive rebound. Filoy, little hesitation, tries to wrap it round for Ortner. Ball is knocked away by Froshenko. And Froshenko, last man to touch the ball, so Venezia will have the end line possession. Ortner will relieve pressure. Ortner, mid-range jump shot is way off. They look long, great little sneak out for Raglan for two. Offense into defense, point of transition. And Joe Raglan ticks over his personal tally. Crowd just need to spark him a little bit here at the moment. Arel Filoy looks to shake to the lane. Little floater is no good. And they're taking two poor shots and haven't struck the iron yet. Raglan wraps it. Lunan goes down low. Thomas in the lane, inside, outside. Logan lines it up for three. His short defensive rebound is Blamos, who has the two positive stats so far for another layup with the two rebounds. Filoy comes off the screen. Chris Haynes, we said last week, really has to become an offensive factor. Pelic can't break the defense down. Good defensive series here by Avellino. Ortner's got to take the long two in the book. Benjamin Ortner, feet set, time, space, and knocks down the open mid-range jump shot. Lunan in the block. Schenko's going to go big on big screen. Schenko likes to muscle in, goes up, gets contacted on the penetration. Roy Peric will pick up the personal. Grillo, Senko, it's a lot of beef. Going to work in the keyway. Logan on the out of bounds. Puts it on the floor, creates a little angle off the glass, can't complete. Gets his own rebound, stays with the play. Extra pass is knocked away by Bramos, and you just, look how Bramos has just found a different gear in terms of active on the boards, active in the passing lane, gets deflections. Gets a piece of this one. Raglan goes upstairs, Froshenko with a quick flush for two. A little bit too easy. Froshenko with two. And Avellino with the nice 6-2 start, 3 minutes in. Filoy comes off the screen, little bounce pass. Ortner again, far side of the ring, blows the layup. It's a little gimme. And Avellino want to take advantage. I don't want to... Thomas for two. Timeout called early. And Thomas with two. Avellino have gone inside, and inside. It's the only way to describe it. They have just milked the keyway, and they lead it 8-2. Timeout for Venezia.
Box out and run in offense. Ok, we go 4 up. 4 up. We go pass and go. Ben, devi colpire sui blocchi. Colpire. And we go on the screen, hit the defense. And we find easy solution like did before.
Hey, now we go one more time, shake. We pass the ball for him. And we call again and up. Shake it and up. Shake it and up. Don't start to press the ball. Every player in open guard, every pick and roll defense. Pick and roll defense. Let's go. Let's go.
Well, here's the replay of Thomas going to work inside with that little fade away jump shot. They've gone big. They've gone. Thomas gives them the athleticism at the 3 spot. Now they're going to extend the defense. It's a really, really tough opening lineup, starting lineup for Avellino. Ramos again relieves the pressure. Roy goes to Ortner. Tries to shake on the inside, nowhere to go. Blamos on the perimeter, gets his feet set, thinks about it. They fire up the 3, it's off. Snatchy. Trying to get things not on the same page. Senko, back-to-back flushes for the big boy. Going to work inside, 10-2. Avellino have a start, and it's down the gut of the defense at every opportunity. Haynes will move it on. Fulai comes off the screen, and Logan will pick up the personal. Coach Raphael will not panic yet. He knows how closely these two teams are matched. Blamos swings the baseline, doesn't get a look. Haynes gets it back, pulls the trigger for 3, count it. It's a great sign for Venezia. Marquez Haynes looking to score. Whether he scores or not is the bonus. He's got to be a threat. Got to make people play him honest. Thomas on the floor, puts it and reverses the ball. Lunan lines up the 3, is off. Vasenko is just a mountain at the moment. Haggins joined the game after the timeout, and Jamel Haggins has got to go to work early. He can't try and muscle, because Vasenko is just too big, too strong, too everything on the glass. Adonis Thomas is not open. They have to go long to Lunan again. Vasenko has it knocked away. Quick hands, chance to run. They look long. Haynes in the open floor. Little stumble. Blamos fakes and reverses. And Fulai doesn't like his numbers, so gets into the half court. Pelic lines up the 3, takes it at the second offering. He's short. If you have to think twice, it normally means you should not take it. Ragland. Vasenko catches it at the high post. It's a handoff. Lunan looks inside. Vasenko wants another touch, gets it. It's just too big down there. Just too big, too strong. Vasenko, 6 points, 75%. They're going to have to front that and look to help. It's a case of picking your poison. Blamos, great job defensively by Thomas. Haggins, quick move, great space creation. Spin to the baseline, gets an angle, moves Vasenko, finishes the play. Good sign. Logan wraps it, Vasenko, and Peric is trying to play him quick, blocked by Haggins. Ball belongs to Venezia. Vasenko gets his first setback of the evening, and that's what it's done to the crowd. Great play by Haggins, stays with it athletically. Don't play him strong, play him quick. Gets a return on the effort. Already, just that one play has just lifted this whole gym. Haynes just about recovers it, steps on the sideline, and if you want to deflate some momentum, throw it out of bounds. Levi Randolph checks in, the number 20. Randolph's had a really nice season. Randolph averaging 12.6 points a game really gets it done. They're going to count that. Substitution coming off the Venice bench. Nice find. And Randolph checks in and gets his name in the stat sheet. Darius McKee checks in. Ramos again is the man releasing the pressure. Darius McKee outside. Again, Raglan plays at both ends. Plays hard. Got a whistle under play, offensive. Haggins lifts the elbow above the shoulder. Zellini doing a nice job defensively, creates the situation, draws the foul. And Venezia in the penalty now. 4:02 to go in quarter one. Marquis Green, all 1.65 of him. Checks in. Noonan outside, we'll move it on to Randolph. A simple down screen. Really gets the ball screen. Green will find Noonan on a pick and pop. Gets into mid-range. Doesn't get the two. Defensive rebound belongs to McGee. He pushes. Avellino doing a really nice job getting back in transition. Edgem attacks it. This is much more of the lineup you'd have expected Venice to start the game with Edgem and Haggins, giving that athleticism that will give Avellino a real issue. Whereas Avellino have real strength and size, Venezia have real athleticism at the 4 and 5. McGee guarded by Green. McGee goes to work for two. Took him high, span low, gets the easy two. And McGee always instant contribution off the bench. Randolph just posts and holds, can't collect, ball will belong to Avellino. You can see both teams so familiar with each other. Always the issue. Two teams from the same league playing in a European competition. There's so much knowledge about each player, so much knowledge about the team. It's very, very difficult to surprise your opponent. It's going to come down to quality of execution. Noonan, nice pass to the inside. Zellini has to step out, hands it off. Randolph attacks it, will back out. 4 on the possession. He's going to have to take the tough one. Leans away, just about catches the eye. Filo has a chance to run. Numbers down the floor. Ramos. They're going to have to reverse it. McGee turns it down, takes the ball screen, now attacks it in the lane. Great find. Eloy extra pass. The 3 is long. And Randolph comes down with a defensive rebound. Nice set though. Nice ball movement. Upstairs, Randolph with the easy 2. And as great a job as Avellino have done in defensive transition, Venezia is asleep getting back. 3rd time they've been caught in transition. 16-9, the road team have it. Bramos, first chance to catch and shoot is long. Great recovery by Randolph. Green has it. Again, opportunity for Avellino in transition. Green, quick, rips it, catches, looks to go. Nice pass. Zellini is fouled. He'll go to the free throw line, and Peric caught again on the wrong side. Peric will sit. And we're under 2 in the first. Ortner's going to check back in. Zerini makes the first. Well, Zerini doesn't take a lot of free throws, but so far, Basketball Champions League has not missed one. Lunen's going to sit. And Fasenko checks back in. McGee gets the ball screen from Orton, who rolls, doesn't get a look. Edgem attacks it in the lane, will kick it. Loy with a tough three is good. Well, Venezia starting to move the ball really nicely, but Avellino, defense out of the top drawer. Not getting turned on penetration, really do close you out well. Green will move it back to Joe Ragland. Randolph. Zellini with the three is no good. Fosenko is just outworked by Ejim. Ejim has it in transition, attacks the closeout in the lane, needs a pass, finds one. McGee for three is long, good look. Inside, outside by Ejim. Last minute of the first, and exactly as you'd expect it. Both teams well prepared. Scouts good. And at the moment, Avellino just outworking Venezia. Green in the corner for three is off. Defensive rebound belongs to Ejim. And with 40 seconds of the first remaining, Ulo will advance the basketball. Ejim on pick and pop. Gets it off the deflection, takes the long two, no good. Defensive rebound is Green. There's around a 4-second differential, 3-second differential between possession and game. And Joe Ragland has it. Well, they go alley-oop, they can't get it to drop. 4 seconds remaining, they're gonna tumble. Halfway line for three is no good, and we've reached the end of the first period, and Avellino with a really strong start. Transition and their physicality have been the difference. They lead it 18-12 after one. Well, there is the confirmation. Umana Reyer Venezia have a 12-18 deficit to make up after one. Going to look at the numbers. And Avellino, 16 of their 20 shots in the two-point range. They really did throw it down the heart of the defense. 6 offensive rebounds for Avellino. They've owned the keyway. Fosenko's been huge. 8 assists is a great number. Both these teams take really good care. Italian basketball, epitomized by the way these two teams take care of the basketball. They're ranked 34th and 30th in turnovers. That's, you want to be down the bottom of that number. Only 6 teams turn the ball over less than Avellino. And it's plays like this. Ragland just leaks out, gets the two in transition. That was the first play they got caught with in transition. And then he got caught with plays like this. At the end of the break, getting back is not enough. You've not just got to get back, you've got to pick up. And then Thomas completed the woe in that first part of the game with the inside little jump shot. And Avellino have got to keep pushing. They've got to keep pushing, get the ball to the keyway and run. And they've done that so well in the first period, which has given them the 6-point lead. They're not getting really extended time in this first half. He starts the second period. Altner will move it on. Jeff Figiano in the game as Altner makes his second mid-range jump shot of the night, closes it to a 4-point game. He's not going to be above the ring, but he's always going to be there in positive stats. Again, Fosenko around the ring finds a hole, and as soon as he finds a hole, they're going to try and throw it to him. Altner outside the 3-point line will move it on. Ziano will find McGee. McGee gets his feet set, goes to Altner on the inside, gets his own rebound, come down with 2. be strong. Don't be going touch with it around the ring. Great move, can't complete the layup, then misses the putback. Green in the lane, looks to find the open man. Ragland gives him an angle, draws contact, and will be making the walk to the free throw line to shoot 3. Tyrus McGee picks up the personal, committing that cardinal sin of fouling the jump shooter. Ragland shoots 80% across the Basketball Champions League season. Makes the first 2. He's just having such a outstanding season in the Basketball Champions League. 15 points a game, shoots over 50% from the 2-point line, 38 from the 3, makes 80% of his free throws. And on top of that, he'll dish out 5 assists. Just an asset. Lloyd picks up the personal as Ragland tries to take a little piece of it. Marqueth Haynes will get it into the half court. Edgem attacks it. They're going to go blocking foul. Zellini thought he was there. You've got to like Zerini's approach, though. He knows his minutes and his role. Averages 13 minutes a game across the season. He's going to go in, try and play defense, work hard on the glass, really come up with positive numbers in whatever minutes he gets. So he gets a little license to try and draw that charge. Haynes off the screen. Now, defense from Avellino is just exceptional. Got to go up. It's going to be a violation, and let's not focus on how poorly Venezia really just didn't execute at all. Avellino defense was just outstanding. That's the issue that Coach Raphael's got to come up with answers with, and he can't wait till the half because Avellino will wear them out. The defense is just out the top drawer. Marquess Green in the half court. Ragland comes off the screen, goes off the glass for 2. And no one took it away from him. They're all waiting for the pass. 7 points personal, and they've been so efficient. Haynes will find Edgem. Gets inside. Fosenko is just filling the lane. Altner gets it. Edgem attacks the middle. Go up Fosenko. Should begin him on foot speed. And again, you've got to commit and make great comment on the defense. Randolph in transition gets the 2, and Avellino. That last 2 series, great defense and turn your defense into points. 25-14. Avellino have all the momentum at the moment. Vigiano moves it on. McGee takes the tough lean away 3 as long. And Raphael's going to have to think about another timeout as early as it is in the second. Ragland wraps it. Fosenko in the lane. That's outside his range, though. Marquess Green attacks it on the dribble. Goes upstairs, and Fosenko is not going to do it with athleticism. Randolph, does he know he's only got 3 seconds? It doesn't matter, he's turned it over. Wow, the veteran Thomas Les, former national team player for the Italian team. Looking at combinations now, Coach Raphael, combinations that are going to execute, break this defense down. Rest is held on a pick and roll. Better execution by Venezia. There's the hold. Not sure about the interpretation of pulling the shirt, but foul's called anyway. Logan's back, as is Lunan, and Frasenko will sit. When Zerini does this quality job, he really does give Coach Scaprilepenti a lot of options. Edge him on the lean, doesn't get it. Lunan with a defensive rebound. And Marquez Green will advance the basketball. Zerini just gives his coach so many options around Frasenko and Lunan. If he can give him quality time. Randolph on a curl, goes off the glass for two. They can't get the drop. Zerini just can't hang. Great effort by Zerlini. Randolph can't get it to drop, and they come up empty. Filoy in transition, tries to find an angle. He's going to travel. Green will get it into the half court. David Logan, what an addition Logan is. Goes upstairs, Zerlini inside outside, Randolph for three, got it! Avellino in a great place, sharing the ball. Their movement away from the ball is excellent. And Randolph with an open three increases the lead to 14 halfway through the second quarter. Plenty of time for Venezia to deal with this problem. There again, second guess. They're just one step away, almost on every possession. And that's what a little losing streak does to you. 4 straight losses for Venezia in the Italian league. Their only win was the second leg win over Ventspils in the last
you take one shot or you play 4 down,
5 weeks.
Better than everything, and then we don't close nothing. In defense, watch out. Tommy, vai a raddoppiare su 1 e 2. We trap with the 5 on the point on the guard, not on Thomas. Okay? So go aggressive on trap. In offense, go flash with the pass or with dribble. But guys, we are too slow in defense. Too slow in defense. Be ready if I call that zone. Okay? Be ready.
0. Screen before 1, screen for shooter.
Hey, wait for him right here. Come get him deep right here, so he has all this room.
Okay, timing. Ball for Martin, screen for 0. Okay, let's go.
Go, come on.
Well, there's the assist from Zerlini. Could have gone up. Drew Bramos and Randolph just spaced the floor beautifully. The traveling fans enjoying themselves at the moment. Nice away day in Venice. I think of worst places to be on an away trip. 14-18, and halfway through the second, Venezia are just struggling offensively, and you've got to credit the defense. It's more about the quality of the defense than the problems they're having offensively. Thomas, great first step. Bramos is charged with the block. This is one of those moments Avellino have got to keep pushing. If they have the chance to run on the break, they have to keep that tempo. That's part of the reason they have a 28-14 lead. You can't let Venezia get a foothold in this. Don't forget, it's a 2-legged tie. Home and away, not really the big issue. It can be in European games because these two teams are going to travel within the same country. Another offensive rebound. Lunan this time on the glass. Green kicks it. Zerlini with the 3 is long. Not sure he's your first option from beyond the arc. And Filoy will try and work their way back in the half court. Peric, he's been anonymous at the moment. Blamos, and you've got to credit Thomas, who's chased him all over. Great cut. Peric for 2. And when you're overplayed and the defense is getting after it in that way, you've got to make that back cut. Great cut by Peric, great find by Bramos. Got to try and loosen off that pressure on the pass. Logan, feet set off the screen, doesn't get the drop. Bramos leads the break. Has it knocked away. And again, no decisive play at all by Venezia. Bramos second-guessed themselves in transition. Lunan really is that glue of a player. Thomas on the curl, nowhere to go. Lunan again out top, gets Thomas a touch, going against Thomas less. He settled for the jump shot. Ramos needs a pass. Peric is held underneath by Lunan. Sidigas Avellino will take a timeout. Venezia with their backs to the wall in the home tie. Leg one of the round of 16 in the Basketball Champions League. Avellino timeout. Let's take a listen.
We call fist side or we call end up and we go on. Fist side and end up. Fist side and end up. When we call fist side, Martin screen for AD or for Logan, and when he roll, he pop. Okay, we have this easy pass. Okay, that we need ball. In, out, we take good shot together. Good shot together, that is important. Okay, whoever.
Go close, come on guys! Hey, we come on! Let's go!
Gonna get a replay of that back cut, I think, by Peric. There you go. The player turns his head, got to make the back cut. I mean, Venice's strength has always been their team. McGee, Pelic, and Ejim are the only guys that average in double figures. And those guys at the moment are really struggling. Bramos catch and shoot from the out of bounds is no good. McGee gets the offensive rebound, needs a pass, finds one. Eli tries to turn the corner. Peric gets it again on the roll. Little hang time or solid cut. Kisses it off the glass for two. Gets it back to a 10-point margin. And that back cut from Peric has been very productive the last two possessions. Thomas with a mid-range two is good. Thomas is having a very, very nice game. Like know it again. No opportunities to turn the defense. You've got to credit the defense. Lunan just lost the contact. The more Peric looked for contact, the more Lunan lost it. Watch this. He's going to step off, jumps off, and then as Peric looks for more contact when he's deep, he loses the contact. Peric travels, turnover. Avellino get another opportunity out of great defense. Marcus Green gets it into the half court. Lunan gets a touch. Senko slips the screen, doesn't get a look. Logan attacks it. Oh, too easy. But he blows the layup. Senko can't pull it in. Chance to run. Philoy looks long. Again, blows the layup. Great work by Peric on the offensive board. The whole thing just looks very indecisive for Venezia. Haggins rolls, doesn't get a look. Philoy with a tough pull-up two. And they have a 3-on-1 and they come up empty. That sums up Venezia's first half. They just cannot get anything going offensively. And as I say, you've got to credit Avellino's defense, and it just takes you out of any offensive rhythm. Thomas, who's in rhythm, can't knock the three down. And Philoy will advance the basketball. Logan makes him work for it. Down to 12 before they get into the half court. Haggins in the block, trying to go to work. Senko goes with a jump hook, doesn't get the drop. McGee comes up with it. Philoy lines up the three. And Senko owns it on the glass. And Green will just walk it down. And the lid still remains on the Venice hoop. the only criticism for Sidigas Avellino is they really have stopped taking it to the inside. 1 from 9 from the three-point line. You know, just crying out, leave that option alone. Pound it away on the inside. Attack it off the dribble. McGee gets to the ring for the easy 2. Back to a 10-point game, and there's the worry for Avellino. For all their dominance in this first quarter, they still only lead by 10. Logan, Fosenko, more worried about the contact than the pass. Peric leads the break, gets the 2. Nice little series for Venezia. They close it to an 8-point game. Logan curls off the screen, doesn't get a look. Green has it. And Green just doesn't look to score. Thomas is fouled on the closeout. That'll be the 4th team foul for Umana Reyer Venezia. Umana Reyer Venezia really, they can't wait to get into that halftime locker room. They need to break this momentum. And if that means going to the locker room to do it, they'll do whatever it takes. Avellino with the possession on the sideline. Donis Thomas has it in the block, guarded by McGee, tries to back him down, steps through, takes the tough mid-range 2, comes up with it. Plenty of time for the last shot of the half. Green, Lunan finds Randolph wide open. Can't knock it down. Does he get it away? He was short, and they had 3 goes at the last shot. And they're going to rue some of those threes as this game unfolds. Sidigas Avellino were dominant, but they still only lead by 8. They lead it 30-22 at the half. And Umana Reyer Venezia will think they've dodged a bullet there. 22 points and a half. This could have been done and dusted. And they've hung around. A 12-10 second period is not going to set the world alight offensively. But that's what you'll find when you have the 2 teams from the same league, the 2 teams who know each other so well, fighting it out for a quarterfinal place. Here are the numbers. Still that advantage on the offensive glass for Avellino. 25 balls in total. Only 5 turnovers. They have a great turnover to assist ratio, Avellino, in that first half. The number that lets both teams down is both teams have shot the ball very poorly at times. 8% from the three-point line for Avellino is just appalling number for them. A team that shoots the ball well normally shoots 8%. And that's why Venice have dodged a bullet. They have been poor. They have been disjointed. This is not the team that got the huge win over Ventspils. They need something to spark them, or someone or something. And the second half gets underway. They are going to have to find a way to get something in transition, something easy. Because Avellino have made them work so hard in the half court for everything they've got. Fosenko was a huge factor earlier in the game, but as the game unfolded, Venezia found a way to deal with Fosenko. The way they fronted, played in quick. The transition baskets have really hurt Venezia. In a low-scoring game, they've given up 10 points on the break, which is just not a great number when it's a low-scoring game. That's a 10-2 advantage in terms of fast break points. 20 points in the paint for Avellino. And we talked about the bench point potential that Venezia had. And their bench is being outscored at the moment, 11-6. Ejim came off the bench, has not been the factor you'd expect him to be. And Avellino have had all the right answers as that first half unfolded. Defensively, they were exceptional. To keep a team of the quality of Venezia down to 22 points in a half. It's not about just people missing shots. The defense has been exceptional. More points in transition for Avellino. And that's, in reality, both teams have cancelled each other out in the half court. Avellino in transition have just been more effective. And that's the difference between the two teams. 10-2 in terms of fast break points, 8-point advantage on the game. Sidigas Avellino on the road at half-time of leg one have the 30-22 lead. And they've just been better in every department of the game. We're going to take our breath. I'd advise you to get a drink. This is going to hot up. And if every other tie is anything to go by in the round of 16 in the Basketball Champions League, this is going to go right down to the wire. We'll see you shortly for the second half. Get a drink, catch your breath. Be right back with us for the start of the second half. We'll see you soon.
All'intervallo questo risultato Sidigas Avellino. Che rimane in finale. E allora siamo alla finale. Reyer Black promosso da Umana Motors. Vi ricordo chi vince 2 settimane di comodato d'uso gratuito della nuova Golf. Quindi attenzione amici, diciamo che sono tutti caldi, tutti 2 caldi, e allora 3, 2, 1, via la finalissima! Finalissima tra Giovanni alla mia sinistra e Emanuele che già segna. 2 per Emanuele. Segna anche Giovanni. 3 per Emanuele, 2 per Giovanni. 4-3. Grande lotta, 4 pari, 5-4, Emanuele batte Giovanni, Emanuele Favaro vince il Reyer Black promosso da Umana Moto, complimenti, Emanuele vince, come abbiamo già detto prima, 2 settimane di comodato d'uso gratuito della nuova Golf offerta dal gruppo De Bona, e quindi la foto con il nostro Leo Rey e naturalmente un applauso del tagliercio al nostro vincitore del Reyer Black di oggi. E adesso, dopo il Reyer Black, siamo pronti anche per festeggiare, dopo la ulteriore foto, il nostro amico Forin dalla Gazzera. Vieni qua. Marco Forini pare il nome, sì, della Gazzara, ha vinto 2 biglietti delle Reyer Venezia di domenica. Complimenti Marco. E quindi la foto con Leo Rei, e quindi ringraziamo i partecipanti anche del Reyer Venezia di oggi.
Vita dell'evento, da 130 anni Reyer Venezia, abbigliamento, tessuto, tendaggi, vita dell'evento, dal 1883 a Venezia, eleganza senza tempo. Dottor Gianni Marangoni, medico chirurgo pediatra a Paolo Venezia, da 30 anni offre assistenza qualificata di alto livello in campo odontoiatrico. Dottor Gianni Marangoni, 041 41 02 22. Servizi contabili e fiscali, contabilità, assistenza fiscale a privati e aziende, combinazione modello 730 e 1. Per qualsiasi informazione ci trovi a Mestre in via Piave 29C. Professionalità ed esperienza sempre al tuo servizio. Agenzia Immobiliare Capelli è a Venezia e in campo Santa Margherita. Scegli la professionalità, scegli i capelli. Leonardo Immobiliare Venezia, da 20 anni sul mercato a Venezia Lido e Terraferma. www.leonardoimmobiliarevenezia.it. Ristorante ai vetrai, cucina tipica veneziana nel cuore della laguna. Ristorante ai vetrai è a Murano in fondamenta Marini 29. Moro Francesco Trasporti, da oltre 10 anni specializzati nei trasporti lagunari in ogni minuto, anche con refrigerazione. Per informazioni 348 04 55 216. Ristorante al Vecchio Mulino, cucina tipica casertana.
Welcome back. Both teams didn't spend long in the locker room. Both teams look that well prepared. I'm not sure there's anything else in terms of breaking down either team that either coach could really add. This is going to come down to just execution and reads of players at the offensive end. Defensively, the difference has been the execution of Avellino, both in terms of transition and the way they contain the dribble. They never got into situations where they were having to rotate, having to close out. They really did do a great one-on-one job defensively and forced the ball into areas of the floor that they wanted the ball to go into. By contrast, at the other end, Avellino were able to take the ball inside and really did attack the middle a lot, especially early in the game. If Avellino had shot the three ball to their normal level, this game could have been a really difficult place for the home team. Umana Reyer Venezia, their first ever last 16 tie in European competition. It looked like they had a few first night nerves, should we say. Home and away advantage is not as big, obviously, in these ties between two teams from the same country. You've got that added dimension of the two-legged scoreline. You've really got to take that into account. But as Venezia proved, they won on the road in Avellino in the Italian League in December. So winning on Avellino's court holds no fear for Umana Reyer Venezia. The margin could be the factor. They've got to get this back. They've got to get it close. No tie so far on the first leg of the last 16 ties in this Basketball Champions League has been decided by more than 5 points. So this would not want to be a trend. Umana Reyer Venezia would want to break. Coach Raphael brings the changes again in terms of his starting lineup for the second half. Jeff Biziano and Silas McGee will start. So Avellino with the first possession of the basketball in quarter three on the right end of a 30-22 margin. And Ragland has it out top. Pasenko will pick and dive. Thomas with the three, opens it out. Pasenko on the glass, better start. Like a team rebound effort by Venezia. Haggins wants it on the inside, gets it. Now he's got to play him glued and quick. Goes off the glass for two. Great start for the home team. Down the gut of the defense. Haggins gets the two, closes it to a 6-point game. Ragland. No Logan in the starting lineup for Avellino. Thomas goes down low. Pasenko tries to play strong. And they dig at the basketball and they get contact. It'll be interesting to see which one is picked by the official. Pasenko was triple teamed almost. Let's take a look. Gets it. You're going to see Edgem dive at it. But foul's already been committed because Viziano was charged with the reach. Running repairs for Joe Ragland. Got to maintain your standards. Tuck your shirt in, young man. Out of bounds. Ragland will inbound. Thomas, oh, quick from McKee. Gets off the floor as Haynes just blocks that. Throws it back out of bounds as Thomas tried to go for the alley-oop. Lunan will find Thomas on a curl. Thomas goes upstairs. Pasenko in his own space gets the two, and he makes a big hole in anyone's defense. More rhythm already to Venezia's offense. Haggins puts it on the floor, will hand it off. Haynes, Haggins gets it deep, inside, outside, wide open. Edgem for three is good. Inside, outside, much sharper, greater rhythm. Edgem gets his first points. As you can see, pointless until that point. 5-point game. Venezia making a statement here in the third. Randolph goes down low. Lunam. Pasenko just holds space underneath. Gets triple teamed. They're going to bait him out with a foul. And Pasenko making a hole. Levy Randolph takes it out top. Puts it on the floor, left hand. They're going to call a A reaching foul. It's Venezia's third foul in the first 2 minutes of this third quarter. But you've got to like this. They've come out much more energized. People trying to contain penetration, trying to increase the physicality. It's probably one of those short, sharp halftime talks from Coach Raphael. And they have responded. Much more potent start to the third period. They've closed it to a 5-point margin. Ragland has it out top. Fills the double team. Ball's knocked away. They want it, they get it. Rewarded for the defensive effort. If you work hard, good things will happen. And Ragland, exactly where he doesn't want to be. Halfway line, sideline. Haggins will release, look to hand it off, and does. Marcus Haynes will move it on. McGee attacks the closeout. Down low to Haggins, is fouled as he goes up. So much more aggressive. The penetration, looking to draw defense. And Fesenko's going to charge with a personal. Haggins does a nice job to create an angle. Fesenko does not have the lateral speed to defend that. This is the first. Haggins a 60% three-throw shooter across the Basketball Champions League. The first Basketball Champions League. Biggest club continental international tournament there is. More games, more teams. And now we're getting so much excitement in these playoff games. Every single playoff game so far has gone down to the wire. Fesenko gets it down low, tries to play big. Goes up with a hook. If he's that deep, he's going to score. Just gets him get too deep, too strong. Had too much. Gets the 2 points. Quick release for Haynes for three, buries it. Well, he started the game like that. That's only his second made shot of the night. Both 3 points from deep. Closes it to a 4-point game. Ragland goes baseline, has to back it out. Thomas tries to go with the right hand, spins to the middle. Ragland has it, 5 on the possession. Trying to clear some space. Ragland attacks it in the lane for 2. Doesn't get the drop, great effort. Edgem will bring it. Chance to make this a 1 or a 2-point game on this possession. McGee tries to create, step back 2 is short. Randolph tries to turn the corner on the screen. Much better effort defensively. 4 on the possession, another turnover. And Haggins hits the floor. Vigiano's going to recover it. Haynes attacks it, needs a pass, finds one. Edgem in the corner attacks. And there'll be some soccer with it and a new full team. Pace and tempo, momentum, so much better for Venezia in this third period. Again, another defensive positive. Edgem comes up with a steal. Edgem's going to attack it again. And there's the kicking the ball away. 14-second reset, and substitutions coming in for Avellino. Andrea Zalini is the rotation. For Prilo Fesenko. Haynes, a little overcomplicated going back to Thomas Les. What a basketball family the Ressers are. Catherine played national team with the Italians as well. Filoy in the game, trying to keep the start, the momentum, the intensity up. Ragland breaks it down. Edgem comes to block and fouls. And Ragland took the contact, didn't take his eye off of where he wanted to put the ball. Gonna peel himself off the floor. Phil just hasn't the lateral, gets his angles all wrong. And there's the help, it's late, it fouls, and Edgem picks up the personal. Ragland's gonna go to the free throw line. Now we've got a ball game, 36-30. Dennis already in the penalty. Can't complete the three-point play. And Coach Penty just knows how every single possession is crucial in these two-legged ties. Thomas Les moves it on. The three is short. Poor three. Both teams have tended to go away from what was working. Both teams having great success when they penetrated. And that's a poor foul by Edgem. Martin Lernen will go to the free throw line. Second foul for Melvin Edgem. He's going to hand it off to Logan. You're already in the penalty. Do you need to foul right now? That's what Edgem's going to be asking himself. As Martin Lerner goes to the free throw line. That's another free throw goes to begging. And you can read the mind of Coach. Take your opportunities when they're there. Second one is good. Ress outside the three. Will hand it off. That takes the ball screen. Edgem pops. Now he wants. Edgem going against Lernen. Tries to get in the lane. Inside, outside. 5 on the possession. McGee goes up. Will not get the drop, but will get the free throws. Avellino's defense. You can hear those pre-game and the preparation for this game. We will allow them this, we will not allow them that. We want to take them off the middle, we want to get them into these areas, and this Avellino team have executed that defensively perfectly. Tyrus McGee on the free throw line. Makes the first. Venezia have to keep ticking this over, working their way back in. Halfway through the third quarter. And we got a 5-point game. Lerner will reverse the basketball. Logan thinks about the three. Gets in the lane. Nowhere to go. 9 on the shot clock. Ragland will kick. The three by Lerner is good. Patience, execution, great pass. The pass was straight into Lunen's hands, just had to catch it and shoot it. 40-32, back to the halftime gap between the two teams. 8-point margin. McGee. Now he's got a matchup he could go at down low. Pelic against Ragland in the post. Should only mean one thing, and it does. Solid, you don't have to rush. Pelic, in his own time, goes on to 8 personal. Logan off the down screen will catch, rips it through, gets to the far side, needs a pass, finds one. Lernen with 3, back-to-back threes for Martin Lernen. Just knocks it down, great patience. You've got to love the way Avellino have approached this game. 43-33, they have the advantage. McGee attacks it, gets contact. They're going to count it. They're going to count it. Zarini's charged with a personal. Picks it up, there's the contact, and it should be on one. Called by the official. It's the replay of the second of the Martin Lernen threes. Just got to get over the hump of 6 points. 6, 7 points, 5 points, they've been close. Just got to keep it ticking over. Can't make the three. 3-point play. Raglan will get the horn set, the two high screens. Pick and flare off that screen. Cellini tries to post. Raglan, extra pass, better defense here by Venezia. 4 seconds on the possession. Peric gets a piece of it. Logan have to take the tough one. Hits nothing. Yeah, they're going to have to call that. Yeah, they have to. That's a good call by the official. Better late and correct. I think the official's absolutely right. They tried to let it go, but Venice never really had control of the basketball. McGee, great look underneath. As you inside, outside. They pass it up. McGee for 3. Long. Great work by Bramos to keep it alive. Who's coming down with that? Great work. Raglan, for all his points, for all his assists, just puts a shift in terms of work rate. He has it out top. 2.5 to go in the third. Crucial moments, I think, in the tie. Raglan goes to the lobs, running on the inside, outside. Randolph thinks about it. Step back, long 2 is no good. And they walk it down the floor again. You just wish they would push in transition a little more than they do. Peric is fouled by Logan on the spin. Peric's becoming much more of a factor in this third period. 8 points personal. Leads the scorers for Venezia. Peric is the inbound release. Feel I have the high screen. Peric again rolls and should get. Now he does. 3 switches, so he's got to guard him. Goes up. Wasn't straight. That'll be 2 from the line. Better execution again. Peric gets it in the block. Goes to work. You're just going to see he's going to be just leaning forward with his arms. There's the foul. Both teams, just not really, both teams are just hurting their chances from the free throw line. 33% from the free throw line for Venezia across this game. Avellino only 66%. Senko can't get it to drop, looks at the official, not going to get any joy there. Chance to cut it to 4. Nigel beats himself, literally. Randolph in transition, off the glass for 2, great finish. Whistle on the play. And Umana Reyer timeout. Every time they get it to 6, every time they get it to 5, they just can't get over the hump. They give up more fast break points. Timeout, let's take a listen.
And we go pass, screen to steal, not to change side. And pick and pop. Okay?
Hit him, guys.
In the defense, all your shot, you start with the ball, you play the pick and roll. Okay? In defense, no more double fist. Okay? No more double fist. And we go red on Fezenko on the first dribble.
Boom! We use the head, we pass the ball in. And overplays, lead. Fake to screen.
Oh, there's that number we talked about before the game.
Let's go.
Umana Reyer Venezia's bench scoring, just going past Avellino's. Avellino did have the advantage in the first half, but the depth of Umana Reyer Venezia, I still think will be a factor in the game. David Logan really does have an impact with the Avellino lineup in terms of the rotations and how they can spread the minutes. But if Venezia can hang in this game for the next 10 minutes, I think their bench strength could be a crucial factor. Haynes gets it into the half court. Fulay has it, takes the ball screen. Wraps it to Ejam, is off for the three. Peretz keeps it alive, great work. Fulay moves it on, Viziano, spot up three, no good. And over the top of the backboard. Two wide open looks for Venezia. They've got to just knock shots down. Last minute of the third period. We are where we were at the start of this second half. 8-point margin for Avellino. Senko with the ball screen, he dives. Skip pass to the three. Shenko just cleans house. Logan on a closeout, little push, is no good. Who's coming down with it? Peric has a chance to run. Ejam's release, going up. Great break, L1. Chance to make it a 5-point game. And for the first time in the game, Venice get out on the break. Go to the races, get the two. Ejam goes to the free throw line. And Peric with a look away. And Venezia turn defense into points. Three-point play completed. We've got a 5-point game with 30 seconds to go in the third. Ejam's going to sit. He's going to be replaced by Ortner. We knew this would be close. These two teams know each other so well. These two teams are locked in a battle for second place in the Italian First Division. Little handoff weave. And it's going to go straight out of bounds. Not quite on the same page yet. This is a war of attrition. Neither team can really just get into the flow because both defenses are the dominant feature of the game. Fulay comes off the high screen. 4 seconds. Oh, great lift. Viziano. Oh, he did timing was excellent. And Jeff Viziano had a wide open look, his second wide open look at the three in a matter of moments in the game. Doesn't connect with either. We've reached the end of the third. And Sidigas Avellino still holding on to the advantage. It's been reduced by 2 after the third quarter. They lead it 45-40 on the road here in Venice.
Ball here, Pero. Okay, and
biggest scoring quarter of the game. But still no one has broken 20 points for any period.
So Pero end off with Cats. Jamel screen. And screen the screen and tie. You screen for Pero. You got one down.
Let's say with 22 and Avellino with 18% respectively. Just not making open looks from the three-point line.
Okay, and we finish screen the screen.
Still the advantage on the offensive glass for Avellino. Both teams really doing a nice job taking care of the ball. You've got to credit the guards in this game. They moved the ball really, really well. Well, there's a sight that Venezia fans are going to want to see. Marquis Haynes actually taking shots. He's got to become an offensive threat in this fourth quarter. Ramos has had well, he's been forced to have a quiet game because the defense has only taken 2 shots. And that's been huge. Here we go then, the fourth quarter. Leg one of this two-legged playoff in the round of 16 in the Basketball Champions League. We've got a quick whistle.
Cambio per lo palla numero 4, Queen. Cambio della Sidigas Avellino, esce Logan Ragnar.
Ball movement again. Ramos, great pass. Oh, Paris just blows the two-footer. Roy Perich averages over 11 points a game in the Basketball Champions League. He gets 2 on a plate and blows it. No one was coming there to block it. He had so much time. Fortunately, Venezia retained possession. Ramos gets his feet set, goes down low. Haggins trying to go to work here in the block. Inside, outside, Perich in the corner, attacks it. They're going to call him out of bounds. Fesenko. All 2 meters 16 of him. Good athlete at that size. Big body. Takes up so much space. Fesenko wants it in the block, reaching foul on Herboy Pelic. Joe Ragland out top. Lewin will just collect it. Takes the long two, buries it. Lewin's got such great touch. Martin Lewin. He's 31 years old now, 2 meters 6. Great touch at the power forward slot. Tough layup, far side of the ring, can't complete. And McGee can't get it to drop. Let's take a look. There's the baseline penetration. Hits no one. I'm pretty sure the referees have got it right. But this is where I love the three-man crew. This is where these referees at this level are the difference. There's no rush. Make sure they communicated, make sure they got the call right. And Venezia will retain possession. The most important thing, you get the right call. Joe Ragland, more uniform issues. At least everybody's got a smile on their face, even in moments of great pressure. Haynes out top, puts it on the floor, tries to create, gets to the ring, needs a pass, finds one. McGee moves it on. Again, Avellino's defense, top draw. McGee has to take the tough one, gets it to drop. 2 seconds on the possession, stayed with the play. Crucial that they ticked it over them. Back to a 5-point game, 8:20 to go in the fourth. Fesenko in the post, tries to barrel his way to the baseline. He draws contact.
Fischiato il quarto fallo a Giabella.
Great challenge by Edgem. Stayed with the play. Ramos brings it. Randolph will be disappointed he didn't finish it. McGee, far side, wraps the pass. Haynes needs one. Just about recovered. Just about recovered. No time now. 5 on the possession. Got to go up. Ramos is fouled, and Randolph gets suckered into one. Ramos used all his know-how to draw this. Watch this. He sees Randolph coming late and just leaves himself there. Smart, heady play by Michael Ramos. Greek international, just played heads up. 7:48 to go in leg one. It's following the same trend as all of these Basketball Champion League games. They're all set up so well for the second legs. Haynes, great lift by McGee. He lines up the three, is long. Ooh, Edgham's on the glass, doesn't control. Better signs though for Venezia. People on the glass. Need to take those 3-point stats down quickly. 3 from 16, 4 from 18. No one's really going to want to remember those. Luna goes down low. Fosenko going to work. Has it knocked away. Chance to run. Numbers down the floor. McGee. Ramos. Time! Fourth quarter. 7 minutes to go in the game. Michael Ramos. Quiet for the whole game so far, gets his first points. Ramos with a three. Fourth quarter, at home. Ramos time, 45-47, 7:09 to go in the fourth. 2-point game, as close as Venice has been since the first tip, almost. Marquis Green into the half court. Joe Ragland, who's had a quiet second half. Lunan, baseline, wraps it. Just about saved by Green. Down to 4 on the possession. Big 4 seconds. Fosenko in the lane. Blows the layup. Chance for Venice to tie it or lead it with 6:30 to go in the fourth. Don't forget, this is only leg one though. Rebound numbers closing up. Marquez Haynes. Attacks the middle, goes, drops it. To Haggins for 2. Tied up at 47. Timeout Avellino. 6:24 to go. We have a new game in Venice. 47 apiece. Timeout Avellino. Let's take a listen here to Coach Sekle Avanti.
Okay, hey, now one offense, we go, we end up, and we move the ball. Die. One offense, we go, we end up. Okay, don't stop to come back in defense transition, we match up. It's a long game, Okay, now it's important we win the game. Okay. Jump.
Well, it's one of those coach reassuring timeouts by Coach Sekle Avanti. We win this, we run that, we execute it, we win the game. Just re-establish where they were.
So we got Michael, Jamel, and this way.
Hey, remember on defense, if they run that floppy shit and Fosenko, round this shit.
Hey, let's go. Hey.
Oh, there's the tough one at the bottom of the shot clock by McGee. Just stays with the play, composed, gets his eyes on the target, knocks down the shot. Big play. Tied up at 47. 6:21 to go. The battle of the Italian Division 1 teams. Marcus Green outside, down to 6 on the possession. Turnover. Edgeham. He'll go pick. Lloyd. Oh, he mishandles, just about gets it. Well, Ramos was pulling the trigger. The ball will still belong to Venezia on the baseline. Just love these two-legged ties. So many permutations right now. Haynes needs a pass. Nari attacks it on the dribble. Stops, fires up the 3, is long. Great work by Haggins on the glass. Has 2 goes at it. Has 2 goes at the putback. Can't complete either. Both teams guilty of fundamental misses like that. Ragland. Ramos will switch out. Open in the corner. Otherwise Thomas can't get it to drop. And it's toe-to-toe. It's like a heavyweight contest going into the last couple of rounds where both fighters have punched themselves out. They're toe-to-toe in the middle of the ring. Philoy has it out top. 8 seconds on the possession. Will take the Haggins screen. Ramos wide open. Goes with a tough one, goes nowhere. Ragland in transition. It's been a war of attrition, as we say. Ragland off the screen, attacks it. Goes onto the far side. Frasenko can't get it to drop. Philoy has it. Haynes. Marqueth Haynes takes the ball screen. Foul call. Marquis Green is going to be charged with a personal. That'll be the 4th team foul for Avellino. 4:27 to go. Venezia still have 2 fouls to give.
Umana Reyer.
So Coach De Rafael wants to talk it over. We have been locked at 47 for a long time now.
No is defense by Ragland, play the pick and roll. No is defense by Green, that is play here. So be smart, ok? Però vieni per Melvin. Watch, in offense, è rimessa lato nostra? Sì. Ok. In offense, we go round up, ok? Round up, so we got, no, we play one down in this way, watch. Jamel, play here.
Okay, flash down, and 1 is our flash. Okay, let's go. Let's go. 1, 2, 3, let's go, guys. Hey.
Both teams in that place now, that dilemma, wanting to win this game, but they don't have to push too hard. If they push too hard, maybe make some mistakes, and the other team gets a 5, 6, 7 point advantage going into the second leg, that could be crucial. So you've got to be the aggressor though. You've got to get those high percentage shots. Both teams have been well served by points in transition. Oh, great block by Frasenko. Haggins got to play him quick. Create a little space, goes up, left-hand hook. Great play. Courage to stay with the play by Jamel Haggins. 8 points personal for the Delaware graduate. There's a foul on the play as Ragland broke the defense down. He'll go to the free throw line. Chance to tie it at 49. You saw the reach by Philoy, that was a charge, the personal foul charge to him. Ragland in the 90s on from the free throw line. It's been one of those tough it out games, toe-to-toe, trying to work for an advantage, trying to execute to get anything. 4 minutes to go, tied at 49. Philoy has it, takes the high screen from Peric. Haggins gets another touch on the inside, has to play him quick again, inside, outside. Philoy, feet set for 3, is long, offensive rebound by Haggins, new 14. Ramos, ball fake, finds the open man, great find, extra, Philoy wide open. Long again for 3. Well, you've got to credit the unselfish way that Venezia moved the basketball. Philoy had 2 wide open looks at the 3-point line. Avellino, they have the chance to lead it on this possession. Ragland and Peric, it's a matchup. Ragland can break down, goes up, doesn't get it. Great rebound by Peric, he leads the break. Numbers down the floor. Avoid Peric. Doesn't get the 2, but Haggins blows the putback. Blows the putback on another occasion. The 3rd putback that Haggins has missed. Peric with a missed layup. Haggins with a missed putback. Both teams looking dead on their feet here. Randolph will take the Frasenko screen. Gets his feet set for 3. Is no good. It's a very tired 3-point shot. Any advantage is going to be a narrow advantage, but it's going to be so valuable. Ejim, is he going to come back? He would have that energy at this point in the game. Filoye and Ragland going at it one-on-one. Filoye in the lane, takes the tough hook, gets it to drop. Took Ragland deep, couldn't make it work from the perimeter, just took him inside and gives Venezia the first lead in such a long part of the time. From the first opening tip, they have trailed. Fesenko, they're going to call it offensive. Let's take a look, hand on the hip. Well, neither player's feet went forward, so there was some contact. But with the hindsight and the replay, wouldn't mind getting another look at it, but it didn't look like Fesenko's feet went forwards. So a little bit maybe of a dip of the shoulder. What does it matter? It's a foul. Avellino have taken a timeout. Now they've got it's a completely different scenario for Coach Secretary Apenti.
Thumb up in offense for Joe, and after we call flash down. Thumb up and flash down. Okay, every time close out, not three. Every time close out, not
So
three.
watch, Zerini is 5, we attack Zerini. Fesenko is in, Fesenko. But we need, Melvin, if you play the 5 and you got your hook, go running and play the pick and roll, okay? Okay,
Ejim
Ariel, who is
coming
defense
back
by?
for
Raga,
the
Logan,
next possession.
or Logan. Let's
That's
go.
a smart move. I think that's a good move. Ejim with that athleticism and energy could be a factor. Well, that bench strength is being a factor for Umana Reyer. 10 players have scored this evening in the 51 points. Filoye again wraps it. Blamos, feet set for 3 is long. And it just hasn't been the night to take the 3. Marquez Green will advance it on 40 to go in the game. Venezia have come back and lead by 2. Ragland. Ragland's going to try and create here. Little hesitation. Look, gets a piece. 4 on the shot. Winner from way out. And it's complete role reversal. As this game has developed, Avellino have been the team that have backed off, have settled for that jump shot. Haven't been able to break the defense down. Ejim moves it on. Filoye catch and shoot. Is short. Ramos can't control it. (51-49). You don't have to have 101-100 to have excitement. 51-49. Avellino, chance to tie it or take the lead on this possession. We're going to have to do this all again next week. Marquez Green outside. Fesenko picks and dives, gets it deep. Goes off the glass. Looks at the official and gets no response. Just rushed it for the first time tonight. Marquez Haynes and Marcus Green going at it. Filoye has it, feels it. Peric, great catch and go. Spins back, lays it up for 2. We got a 4-point game. The boy Pelic goes to 11 personal. Randolph and Bramos, to say the least, comes up with a smart foul. This is full foul. Venice had a foul to give. Pelic will sit. Haggins back in. There's no help. If Bramos doesn't foul now, Randolph is going to highlight it. 4-point margin for Venezia. Randolph on the dribble, mishandles, and has it taken away. Venezia trying to make this a 6 or a 7-point advantage going into the second leg. Haynes on the dribble. Haggins long 2, doesn't get the drop. Bramos! And that'll do it. Somehow, Coach Walter De Rafael has conjured up a comeback here. In a low-scoring, as you'd expect, tight encounter. These teams know each other so well. Umana Reyer Venezia and Sidigas Avellino have finished leg one, and Venezia have a 53-49 advantage. Wow, what a series of first-round ties. What a series of games. No more than 5 points between any of the teams, except for Cesari, who have blown it open in the second half of their tie. A 13-4, I'll say that again. 4 points in the fourth quarter for Sidigas Avellino. They've had games in this Basketball Champions League where they have dried up at times, but 4 points in a quarter. You've got to credit Venezia's defense, credit their belief, as those stats will tell you. It wasn't pretty from beyond the arc. In the end, Venezia just outworked Avellino for longer. Maybe it was the bench depth that gave them the advantage. Only 10 turnovers for Venice on the game. 13 for Avellino. Both teams took great care of the basketball. But this crowd will believe that not only have Umana Reyer Venezia made the last 16 for the first time of a European competition, they are 40 minutes away from the last 8. Peric led their scorers with 8, with 11. Ejim had 3 steals. And in the end, it was the depth of Venezia really did become a factor as this game just wound down to a war of attrition. Toe-to-toe, center of the ring time. And they just toughed it out. Oh, Joe Ragland, 15 points over on the season. Only had 11 points this evening. Only took 7 shots. And again, both teams well prepared. Both teams more than aware of the strength of their opponent. It looked like David Logan at the beginning of the game was going to be a little bit of an X factor this evening, a little bit of unknown quantity. But in the end, he wasn't really going to be able to sustain his effort. And it was the men from Venezia that really did sustain their effort. They were the team strong in the fourth quarter. It was never going to be a high-scoring affair, but to keep a team at this level to 4 points in one quarter tells you everything you need to know about the defensive effort, the adjustments that were made by Coach De Rafael at halftime. A 19-point second half for Avellino. They just dried up completely. Well, these two teams will face it off next week in Avellino. A week tonight. Avellino have got to overturn a 4-point deficit. It's like we've said before in two-legged ties. We can talk about points difference. You can talk about how teams will manage that, but at the end of the day, if you win 2 legs, you're going to qualify anyway, and that's how Venezia will be looking at this. If they can get a win on the road, as they did in the league, they'll be in the quarterfinal of a major European club competition. Haggins was immense as this game developed, just stayed with plays. That play was huge. Frasenko got him with a block, and he just went to work on the offensive glass. And this is for Lloyd, just staying again with a play. Hadn't made the 3, worked to the middle, gets the layup. Those 2 plays were at crucial times in the fourth quarter. And Peric, with another layup deep in the game, gave them the advantage. It was going to take Coach De Rafael's team back to Avellino with an advantage. We'll do this again in a week, but for now, from Venice, it's good night.